My dear brothers and sisters, welcome to Sur Sangam Reflections from Jaipur. We are in the fifth Sunday of this Lenten season. Last Sunday, we had discussed about that parable, the prodigal son, and we had seen that love with which the father is ready to embrace that son who comes back to him, although his elder son is not ready to forgive him. And today we have another incident, not a parable, that shows us how much the God loves us. In other words, He is the one who wants to transform us. He wants us to change us, not to condemn us. For we are all sinners. Today what happens is that there is a place where people have gathered together for a festival. And there are people who are so-called custodians of law, who want to find out who is the sinner, who does what. And then they catch hold of a woman and they drag her out. And then they find Jesus, who is the teacher, to ask from him his opinion. Not because they want his opinion, but they want to trap him by asking him whether this woman who is caught in adultery, in the act of adultery, is right or wrong. What do you say? Now, Jesus could not condone her and say, well, it is okay. Because according to the law of Moses, it wasn't okay. And he could not also condemn her, then they would show that he has no mercy on her. But then Jesus, he waits for some time. He bends down, writes something, then looks at them, all those people who are haughty people, who are just waiting to condemn that poor woman, who want to humiliate that woman. And he says just one thing. Yes, it is true that Moses' law says this and it should be done. But I ask you just one question. Any one of you who hasn't in any way sinned, let him be the first person to throw a first stone at her. Well, the people are caught in such a way that they don't know what to do about it. One by one, they move away from there. Well, you know very well that none of them were such people who had not sinned. Perhaps they were greater sinners than all other people they were condemning, for their sins were not known, and she was caught in the very act of adultery, and it was known. And perhaps every one of us know that adultery cannot be committed just by one woman. There has to be a man. But they had conveniently left that man, and they went after this poor woman, humiliating her. The attitude of these lawmakers or the Pharisees or the scribes is quite different from the attitude of Jesus. Jesus does not look at that woman in that manner. He sees her as if she is his own daughter. He knows that she has committed a sin and he knows what she did was wrong. But then he does not condemn her, but she wants her transformation. And therefore, once again, he bends down humbly before her, writes something, and then as he sees everyone else has gone away from there, asks her just one question. Did they condemn you? And she says, no, sir. Then he says, I will not condemn you either. Does Jesus condemn or condone her sin? Not at all. He says, go and sin no more. मेरे प्यारे भाइयों और बहनों, हमारे जिंदगी में कितनी बार ऐसा होता है, आज के समाज में भी ऐसा ही होता है। हम किन लोगों को पकड़ते हैं? वे जो गरीब हैं, असहायक हैं, जो औरतें हैं, उनको ही पकड़ते हैं और उनको हम ह्यूमिलिएट करते हैं, उनको हम बेइज्जती से हम देखते हैं, क्योंकि हम बड़े लोग हैं। हम सोचते हैं हम पाप रहित हैं और पाप से मुक्त हुए हैं, और प्रभु दिखाते हैं हम में ऐसा कोई भी नहीं है, हम सभी पापी हैं। और इसीलिए हमें दूसरों को पाप को तब तक उजागर नहीं करना चाहिए जब तक हम अपने और झांक कर न देखें, अपने दिल को देखें हम कैसे लोग हैं। और दूसरी बात, प्रभु उधर क्यों हैं? हमें सही बताया गया है, ईश्वर ने मनुष्य को इतना प्यार किया कि वे इस संसार में आए ताकि मनुष्य का उद्धार हो। इसलिए नहीं उसको कंडेम करने के लिए, बल्कि उसको बचाने के लिए। और बचाने के लिए हमें क्या करना चाहिए? एक दवा जैसे एक डॉक्टर देता है वैसे आना चाहिए। इसीलिए प्रभु जो है उसको कहता है अब से पाप मत कर, बट वो कहता है कि तुमने जो किया है वो गलत था और इसीलिए अपने जीवन को बदलो, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन करो, बदलाव लाओ और सब कुछ सही होगा। प्यारे भाई और बहनों, इन दिनों में हम पुनरुत्थान के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं। हमारा पुनर्जीवित जीवन तभी सभी होगा जब हम अपने आप को नहीं बल्कि दूसरों को भी प्रभु के नजरिए से देखें, ताकि जिंदगी सबके लिए बदल जाए। जब तक हम प्यार नहीं करते, क्षमा नहीं दे सकते, जब तक हम एक दूसरों को हीन दृष्टिकोण से नहीं देखते हैं, तभी हम कह सकते हैं वह हमारा भाई है, यह हमारी बहन है। और हम दूसरों को एक ऐसी दृष्टिकोण से देखना चाहिए जिसमें हम कहते हैं हम अपना भाई और अपने बहन के समान देखें, तभी हम ईश्वर के समान हो जाते हैं। थैंक यू एंड गॉड ब्लेस यू।